So this video is kind of it's not a sequel and it's not a prequel. It's in between Job Lot 5 and Job Lot 6. I've filmed majority of Job Lot 6, but I haven't finished it yet. And in the meantime, I was given 3 more phones that I paid way too much for. Because the guy that claims that everything works, this is another ewaste guy, completely different to my regular one. He's a different one, and he says that everything works. Everything works. And you'll see in the next job lot that everything doesn't work at all. He came here to pick up some goods that I told him he can have back because I didn't want them after he was trying to sell them to me, and I said, no, I don't want them. He's like, yeah, you take. I understand everyone wants money, but I kind of wasn't that desperate. But he came here, and then he's like, I got these 3 phones, have them for $50. And I thought, you know what? I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to do it. He had 3 Sony phones, and I knew I was going to be in for some trouble. Yep. Part of me just doesn't even want to. I mean, the touchscreens look good on them. This one's just a little bit broken. Just a little bit. I think it's fine, you know. Just some polish there and it should be fine. So this is an Xperia XA. Yes, this is an XA because it doesn't have a fingerprint scanner. If it has a fingerprint scanner, it's an X or an X Performance. And the glass is destroyed on it. And it has fingerprints and stuff. This is the cheapest of the Xperia X series. I don't even know how much these retailed for, actually, to be fairly honest. But we'll go ahead and see if it powers on. Of course it doesn't. I didn't expect it to power on. Do we have micro SD cards or anything like that in there? No. There looks like a SIM tray just in there, but good luck trying to get that out. We have an Xperia Z. This is the original Xperia Z. Released in, what, 2012 or something like that? I'm just going to go ahead and hold the power and see. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. But that's it. Now, I've cleaned the screen, in all fairness, to make sure that I don't see any cracks or anything like that on it. Because, as I've talked about in my previous job lots, if you have a Sony device in the Z era, after the Z era, I think you're pretty good. Z or Z, doesn't matter. After that era, you should be fine with touchscreens. Like that, I would say probably touchscreen would be dead anyways. But these ones specifically, the Z1, Z2, Z3, and Z5, Z, it doesn't matter, Z or Z, it's the same thing, all suffered with a problem where the touchscreens would be spontaneously dead because for some reason, even if you scratch the touchscreen, it's dead. And of course, if you get a tiny little crack on it, it's dead. It doesn't matter. There was one Sony phone I had, I think it was a Z2 or maybe a Z1, or no, it could have been a Z3 actually. The earpiece up here was a bit dusty and I was just cleaning it out just to make sure, just using a toothbrush, just cleaning out the earpiece, and there was a bit of gunk in there. I'd say a bit of earwax just shoved directly under there. So I grabbed my little flathead screwdriver and I just ever so gently just pulled it up, and I managed to make a tiny little bit of a crack at the top, and then the whole display just stopped working. And that's fun. But I think I've got like 10 Z3 compacts or something like that out in my parts pile. All the touchscreens are just dead on them. They don't work. One little tiny, insignificant, little itty bitty crack and that's it, they're dead. They just do not work. That's why I don't really take Sony phones. A, because they've lost their value tremendously and they're worth absolutely nothing. And B, I just don't like working on them. The Z3s are the most annoying things to take apart. The motherboards are just annoying to take out. Even these are annoying to take out. And honestly, it's just not worth the hassle. And in the next job lot, you'll see another Sony device that was included that I said I didn't want, but I ended up getting. And that doesn't, well, actually it does work, but it just has a faulty SIM slot. But that's okay. That's for another day. And we have, I believe this is a Z2. I'm thinking it's a Z2 because of the 3 little dots down there. I'm fairly sure it's a Z2. And it's cracked. But the touchscreen, in all fairness, give the touchscreen a clean. I reckon these won't work at all. I see a crack just in there. Well, I've just smudged it now for some reason. But yes, there's 2 little scratches going through. There's also a scratch just there. But anyways, I'll go hold power. Okay. Good sign. Good stuff. Does this have a SD card in it? How does one access the SD card? It's here. Probably doesn't have one in it. Nope. Does this one have anything in it? Oh no, that's the SIM area. That's the area that's in microSD. No. Oh well, that's fun. Battery is low. And... could be just the gloves. I'm using my elbow just in case, so no, it's dead. I got an idea. Why don't I charge this up? We'll run it through the Xperia tool to update the firmware. Maybe that might fix it. Maybe. We'll see. What about the Z? Z. It doesn't matter. ZZ. Okay, so I'm letting this one charge up. And we have display. That's good. This, which I highly doubt will work, but you never know. I've had devices that are cracked in half and they still work. Sort of. Not really. Ah, yeah, that's completely fine. It's just a little bit damaged. Look at the USB connector. I think that's also pretty stuffed too. So what would we say about this one? It's dead? I would say that it is dead. Now if we come into the parts list, we can come down to Sony and we can see all the Sony ones in here. There's just a bunch of them in here. Oh, well, there's also Samsung ones, so I can't really be too biased, but yeah, there's just a bunch of like Sony ones. But Sony Xperia XA, no, I've only got X Performance and X. Cracked glass and LCD, no battery. Cracked glass, board has faulty touch, board is stuffed, touch may also be damaged, X Performance. So in other words, no, I can't do anything with this. I can keep it for parts unless I get another Xperia XA and I could just transplant some parts into it or something. But otherwise, it's useless. Let's see how waterproof these really are. Actually, I don't think this one has any certifications, actually. Trying to think of it. Oh, this has a plastic back, that's right. That's fine, I just pulled up the shielding with it, so we can see all the parts and stuff in there. That's fine. What's the battery in this? 2300 milliamp hour. Oof. You know what, I'll just put this back down. And we'll pretend that never happened. Yep, it's factory. See? Factory. So, XA, no. Dead. See the Z2 is charging, but still nothing. But yeah, absolutely nothing. So I'll just do this. There we go. And nothing. Nada. Try this one. Okay. It went buzz. So that means it's going to power on. I remember a friend getting one of these from Cash Converters. It was like brand new because he needed a new phone. And so we went with this. This was 2014, I think, maybe. 2 weeks later, the touch just died on it. I'm like, what'd you do to it? He's like, I didn't do anything. And I had a look at it and nothing. The touch was... this was fine. It just... yeah, it's dead too. Fucking Sonys, man. This is why me don't buy Sony. Because they know worky. And I now just have more junk in parts pile. Do you want to know something cool? Sony actually included screen protectors on their phones back in the day. This is a Z, it's not going to work, I guarantee it. I don't have any parts for this out in the parts pile, and whatever parts I do have, the touch is cracked and it doesn't work anyways. And you may be sitting there to yourself going, that doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense. But they did. It's more like a coating. And just like that, see? Screen protector. And then you just go ahead and you can lift this off. I don't think it's meant to be taken off, but you know what? It reveals a mint condition display underneath. Well, mint condition glass, it's fine. There we go. Look at that. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fine. Just yeeted my toolbox off the table. The only thing is you missed the Sony logo. The Sony logo is integrated onto it. And it's not meant to be taken off. But you know what? It makes a hell of a lot of difference. In that it does nothing. It's just this coating on there to help with... it doesn't help with anything. It does nothing. Sony, you tried. You tried. But, as I say, in the end, it doesn't even matter, Sony. I don't think either of them's going to work, but I'll run them through the the Sony tool thing. I'm gonna have to charge them up more then. I could pull off the screen on the Z2 as well, like the screen protector that it comes with, but I don't think it's worth it. Well, I'm gonna let these charge, and then we'll go ahead and put these through Xperia Companion, restore the firmware on them, and see if it will bring back touch functionality. I don't think it will, but we'll just do it in the name of whatever the hell this is. So this will take a while. I'll be back. It's been a while. I restored both of them through the Xperia Companion, and the touch is still dead on both of them. And yep, there you go. And there you go. So unfortunately I can't do anything. I can power them off by holding volume up and power. There we go. So, in other words, both of these are now going to go into the parts pile. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I don't have any Z2 parts. I don't have any Z parts that I'd be able to make one entire phone with. So, I spent $50 on basically nothing. I don't know why I accepted it in the first place. I don't know why I said yeah to 3 Sony phones. When he showed them to me, I was like, okay, I'll take them for $50. And well, I don't know. I guess I'll just leave them in the parts pile and just sit there. Honestly, I probably should just strip them down of just the motherboards and just put them in a little like sandwich bag, like a Ziploc bag, put them in there and just be like Z2 parts and Z1 parts or something like that. I don't know. But otherwise, that was job plot 5.5 because it wasn't that exciting. I've showed you 3 phones that don't work and there's nothing in them. There's no micro SD cards to go, hey, I can add that to the collection or anything like that. It is very boring. But in good news, the next job lot 6, is an hour at the moment, but I still have a lot to do. It could be even 2 hours long. It's a pretty ridiculous job lot, and it's not that interesting either. It's just me just trying to poke around with a bunch of phones for hours on end. But yeah, once I get to finishing that, I'll upload it and let you guys have a look at it and let me know. But otherwise, this is job lot 5.5. It wasn't that exciting, and as I said, I'll just put them in the suitcase to just, I don't know, I'll do something with them. Hopefully this whole lockdown thing will be over in like a couple of weeks, and I'll be able to go back to regular e-waste stuff, and that'll be fun again. But otherwise, we just have to stick with random shitty stuff at the moment. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching, even though it wasn't much. I still appreciate it. As always, be good people, stay safe, take care. That was in the wrong order, I think, but that's okay. And I'll see you in the next video. I could have disassembled them, just to show you how terrible they were. Like inside, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Take care everyone, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.